A very good morning to all of you and welcome to APA India 2021 webinar 2. And we will soon be starting in another 5 minutes. We should be live with our lectures. So welcome you all and would request everyone to keep your lines muted. Thank you. We will be starting in next maybe 5 minutes from now. Thank you.
We have a 90% failure rate. IVL proposes a new paradigm for drug development, which is, at the beginning, evaluate drug properties with human-based in vitro system to choose drug candidates that are most efficacious and the safest for further development. In vivo testing with the wrong animal species, even though you may use 2, 3, or 4 animal species, if they don't have the right metabolic capacity like human, it will not give you the right answer. By cutting down the failure rate in a clinical trial, you can cut down the cost of drug development as well as the time of drug development. Our idea is that hepatocytes from the human liver or human hepatocytes can be used to understand drug properties in the human liver.
Dr. Lee, some 25 years ago, invented the process to cryopreserve hepatocyte tissue. We freeze them, we make a consistent single lot from a batch of liver, and then we can make that available for ADME testing and pharmacology testing and tox testing in the industry. So what this does is it provides a complete system to get human data and predict what it will do when it's in vivo in the clinic.
With hepatocytes, when they are thawed from cryopreservation, that would have over 90% viability, that would have a near 100% plating efficiency, and would stay in culture, retaining morphology and properties for over 9 days, what we call 999 elite human hepatocytes. So now we have the highest quality cryopreserved human hepatocytes.
IVL and Dr. Lee's reputation is worldwide. Our clients range from the largest pharmaceutical company to the smallest biotechnology laboratory. Our customers cover about 34 states across the US, approximately 25 countries in Europe, Canada, Japan, China, India, and South Korea.
Cell culturing is a skill, almost like an art form. There's a series, it's kind of like cooking. There's a series of ingredients, but not everyone makes the same food at the end of the day. What we do here is we provide with the product the plated cells. And then for different systems, we deliver those plated cells by hand. So it's less than half an hour typically for them to go from the incubator here in a controlled delivery to the lab where they're going to be used. And that can be anywhere from a couple of hours old to a couple of days old. Depends on how mature.
All right, so very good morning to all of you, and I think we are ready to start. So once again, would like to welcome you all for APA India 2021 meeting. So friends, this is our 12th APA India chapter, and we are so very excited to take this through a virtual event. And all of you who were there in the last webinar, the first webinar on last Saturday, we have discussed about quite an interesting topics on vaccines, especially quality systems for vaccine production, and even a talk from Zydus about the vaccine development. And then we had quite an interesting discussion also on the quality on-site and off-site audits, pros and cons for that. So today we are going to continue our this webinar series with discovery and biotransformation as the session. Before we start, just in few slides, would like to, for all of those who are joining for the first time, I will just take you through about this conference itself, so that you know the background about the Applied Pharmaceutical Analysis India chapter as well. So this is webinar number 2, 19th June on Saturday. The session we are going to cover today is discovery and biotransformation. The monthly theme stays the same: repurposed drugs, vaccines, diagnostics development to combat emergency disease outbreaks. About the Boston Society, as you all know, it's a non-profit founded in 2004, and the only objective is to facilitate education, training, discussion, and scientific activities in the support of drug discovery and development. It's an internationally recognized non-profit organization, and the Indian chapter of Boston Society, called as Boston International, started way back in 2009, almost a decade ago. So we are also, I mean, the Indian chapter, the objective is just the same, and we want to provide a platform of knowledge sharing for the researchers, students, and scientists across country and across globe. Talking about this particular meeting, as I said, it's a 12th APA India chapter, and last year we had the 11th APA India meeting. We always done in-person meetings, and then the 11th APA meeting was quite a successful event, happened in February 2020 at Ahmedabad. More than 250 participants uh, actually actively participated in the meeting. We had more than 60 speakers from across the globe. Generally, it's a 3-day event. On the first day, we do short courses, specific like a classroom teaching, and then followed by 2 more days of event where we cover different topics under the theme of the conference as a main conference. Essentially, the whole conference is revolving around drug discovery, regulated bioanalysis, biotransformation, and chemistry, manufacturing, and control, CMC area. For this particular APA India 2021, what all the interesting topics are lined up and speakers are lined up, and very informative and highly interesting agenda is on board. So the credit goes to our organizers. So a special thank you to all our organizers, like presiding chair for the entire conference, Anurag Sood, Chair-elect Ravi Trivedi from Jubilant Biosys, and for different committees like Regulated Bio, presiding chair is Amarnath, Chair-elect is Shefali Gupta. For Discovery, Chair is Ravi, and Chair-elect is Jignesh. For Biotransformation, we have Prakash as the Chair, and Chair-elect is Samula. And for CMC, Rajesh, we have as a Chair, and Chair-elect is Purushottam. Uh, and actually, all the office bearers like chair and chair-elect, they are supported by a very active and a committed team of organizers. So, would like to thank all of our organizers also for regulated bioanalysis: Darshana, Srinivas, Patanjali, Venu, Peter, and Dr. Mallikarjun Dikshit. For Discovery, Jonathan Joseph, Prashant Kole, Vijay, Bhavesh, Ravishankar, and Srikanth. For biotransformation, Rama, Kaushik, Selvan, Ujjwal, Mohammed Jainuddin, Zakir, and Vinod. And same way for chemistry, manufacturing, and control, we have Sailesh, Hugh, Satish, Anurag, Pankaj, Hemant, Ajit, and Vishal. So together with chair and chair-elect and organizers, actually the credit goes to them for this wonderful agenda on board for APA India 2021. So we'd like to thank all of them. At the same time, as you all know, no conference can be a successful event without the support from the sponsors. So we are so very thankful that all this instrument or the product or service providing companies who are with us, they are the leaders and they have revolutionized the advancement of technology in our country. And we are so glad that they have been always there to support AP India chapter. So we would like to thank all our sponsors, Shimadzu, SciEx, Phenomenix, Thermo Fisher, Agilent, Syngene, UST, Netco Pharma, Vida Clinical Research, Bristol Myers Squibb, Zoetis, IVL, In Vitro Admet Labs, Origin, and Nanotamper. So a big thank you to all our sponsors. We would also like to thank our collaborator, Life Science Sector Skill Development Council. This year we have collaborated with LSSDC, which is again a non-profit and non-statutory certification body under the mandate of Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. And the major objective of Life Science Sector Skill Development Council is to fill the gap between academia and industry and to create an ecosystem where industry-ready candidates can be made available. So, as you all know, as a country, we are the third largest exporter of vaccines and medicines around the world. So, licenses actually is one of the major contributor for the our country's economy as well, and especially the council, which is under the mandate of Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. The only vision, the mission of this council is to fill the gap between academia and industry requirement and encourage skill development across country and to provide employment opportunities to the skilled people. So within the purview of Life Science Sector Skill Development Council, all the pharmaceutical area, which includes manufacturing of APIs, formulation, research wings, preclinical, clinical CROs, and biotherapeutics research and manufacturing, everything comes within the purview of Life Science Sector Skill Development Council. So it's a national level skill certification and apprenticeship body under NSDC, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India. They have developed around 60 qualification packs, and this particular job roles are covering more than 90% of the jobs, prevailing job in the pharmaceutical industry. Even CDSCO has issued an advisory where LSSDC certified manpower should be hired in pharmaceutical industry. Up till now, Council has certified more than 45,000 employees who are already working in different pharma sectors. So we are so very thankful to Life Science Sector Skill Development Council, also a government initiative for collaborating with us in this education initiative of Boston International. And we look forward to working together closely with them to take this educational initiative to as many academia and industries as much as possible. So big thank you to Life Science Sector Skill Development Council also. Coming to the poster session, as we had discussed last time, the 1st of August is the last date for the poster abstract submission. We would request all the interested participants to submit 200 to 400 words of an abstract to us. And it should be within the area of drug discovery, biotransformation, regulated bioanalysis, or CMC. And the first round of poster presentation screening would happen in the month of September, and we'll have the final poster presentation on 2nd of October for the shortlisted posters. There'll be 3 best outstanding posters, first prize, same way 3 best outstanding posters, second prize, and 3 best outstanding posters, third prize, with quite a interesting cash rewards plus trophy and a certificate from Boston International as well as Life Science Sector Skill Development Council. So would encourage as many people as possible, all the scientists, young scientists, students to participate in poster session. Finally, for the prizes, like as we have been doing in all our in-person meetings, towards the end of the meeting, before the concluding remarks, we used to do the raffle draw, the Kindle prize draw, where the raffle cards used to be filled out by each of the participants. They need to visit each of the sponsor booth and get it stamped. And then we used to do a lucky draw, and there were some surprise gifts for them. So this year, since it's a virtual thing, we'll be doing a lucky draw at the end of each of the webinar. And there'll be some exciting, surprising prizes for the winners. And this is just to encourage you to participate and to interact actively and make maximum out of this meeting, and also to really visit the sponsors sites and take maximum advantage out of their offerings as well. So I'm so glad to share this that last Saturday when we did webinar one, the lucky draw winners were Matru Prasad and Vasudha DM. So congratulations to both of them. And very soon, by early next week, they should be receiving their surprise gifts. So hang on there and then be there throughout the webinar, and each webinar will end up with lucky draw online. So that's all from my side, and let's just jump into the webinar.
Yeah, Deepak, we lost
Yep.
Deepak, seems.
Yep.
So I think, Prakash, can you hear me? Just for a check.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ravi, I can hear
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Yes, Ravi,
so
we can hear you. Please go ahead.
yes. Yeah. So good morning, all. And Deepak, thanks for opening session two, webinar session two, and for discovery first session. So just before I move to introduction to our discovery and biotransformation session, uh, I'm Ravi Kumar Trivedi and presently associated with the Jubilant Biosys. And my association with APA India chapter Boston Society goes back to year 2010. That was the inaugural year, and happy to share with you all that I am associated throughout all the years and got an opportunity to remain associated and attending each and every conference physically, and now we have reached to this wonderful 12th 12th conference of APA India. So, as you people have seen, our overall theme being evolving technologies and emerging challenges in drug discovery and development. Just to give an idea about how it will be spread over 6 months, starting June, which, as you heard, it started from 12th June and with the regulated bioanalysis webinar, and now this week it will be discovery and biotransformation webinar, followed by fourth week will be on Saturday chemistry, manufacturing and control webinar. So this is how it is it will be spread over remaining months also. Like every month, second, third, and fourth Saturdays, we will be having regulated bioanalysis, discovery, and biotransformation webinar, and followed by chemistry, manufacturing, and control webinars. So this month's theme, as we saw, again, just for those who have joined little late, it is repurposed drugs, vaccine, and diagnostics development to combat emergency disease outbreak. Followed by remaining 5 months, theme will be technological advancements, then plenary session in August. September will be covering regulatory challenges, learnings, and opportunities. October will cover biotherapeutic development, and finally in November we all will be meeting on the second, third, and fourth Saturdays for emerging challenges and way forward with the small molecule drug development. So once again, thanks one and all, mainly our attendees, speakers, sponsors, as Deepak said, and obviously our panelist, organizing committee member. Without their contribution, this was not possible. So I will not take more time. Already, we are running little late, few minutes. So thanks one and all, and good luck for one more wonderful session of APA India chapter. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ravi. So now let me start introducing, because this is the first webinar series in the area of biotransformation and drug discovery. So first thing I like to give you a brief introduction about what the biotransformation group did. I think one of the things we did was, again, whatever Ravi said about the different themes that we were working on. So we tried to find speakers in each of these themes. And one of the main things that we looked at also was to make sure that we didn't have any repeat speakers. For those people who attended the meeting last time in Ahmedabad, we had very clearly made sure that we tried to not repeat many speakers so that there'll be a much more knowledge sharing for all of us. The other thing about this current webinar series is that this form, unlike the last time where we had 4 parallel sessions, we have all the individual sessions going on right now. So that way what happens is everybody gets a chance to attend all the sessions and learn something that they probably would have not done in case of face-to-face. However, having said that, the face-to-face networking is something that we miss in this kind of format, but it's still a very good session to go on with and continue the process. So the other thing I wanted to, which Deepak brought about, was that the short courses, it's still in the planning stage, and we would probably be updating you on how is that going to happen and when is that going to happen. So please watch out for that. So with that, I think I will like to start the first session, which would be with Dr. Nagendra Chimuturi. So Dr. Nagendra actually received his bachelor degrees from Kakatiya University with the gold medal with distinction. And then he went on to do his PhD at the University of Iowa on nasal drug transporters and metabolism and preferential nose to brain uptake of dopamine, especially to bypass the blood-brain barrier. After that, he has worked with Alcon, which then became Novartis, Seattle Genetics, then Novartis Institute of Biomedical Research, and now currently he is with Takeda. So he serves as a DMPK lead for several small molecules and large molecule projects. And right now he's looking at viral gene therapies, including clinical aspects of viral gene therapies. So his talk that he's going to talk about today is about viral gene therapies. So this is how do you basically talking about how we modify or correct a gene in a patient. So I think all of us in India probably have this news that came up a couple of weeks ago, not last week, where a patient in Hyderabad got this injection of Zolgensma. And this was how the crowdfunding was used to get these injection from Novartis all the way to Hyderabad. So I think it's a very hot topic, Nagendra. So I think you've been a very right topic to start off because it's hot for us, especially in India. So with that short introduction, I would leave it to Dr. Nagendra to take it forward. Go ahead.
Thanks a lot, Prakashji. I truly appreciate the introduction, the very kind introduction and the